Hi, Jenny here. I have been eating a lot of canned creamy chicken noodle soup lately, and I had asked you guys whether you had any recommendations of a homemade soup recipe or your own recipe, if you make this, that I could try so that I could have homemade soup instead of the canned store-bought soup. And one of you, SuzeeQueinOH, said that she likes watching the channel Sugar Spun Run and that she has good recipes. So I went onto that channel and found a couple nice, good-looking creamy soup recipes. I did make the creamy potato soup the other day, and that was really super delicious. And today I thought I would try the creamy chicken noodle soup. So that's what we're gonna make today. Let's get started. For this recipe, we are going to need 1/3 cup of butter, 1 onion diced, 2 cups of carrots, which is about 4 to 5 carrots, all chopped in rounds, 2 cups of celery chopped, which is about 4 stalks, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 3 tablespoons of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 teaspoon pepper, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of dried parsley, 1.5 pounds of chicken. I have cooked chicken here, there's about 3 breasts. 4 to 8 cups of chicken broth, depending on if you're cooking the noodles in the soup or cooking them separately. 8 ounces or so of egg noodles and half a cup of heavy cream. I'm going to cook the noodles separately than my soup. So I have some water boiling here. I've measured it out that I should have the 8 ounces here for that. I usually like to do that just to keep the extra like gluten-y water from the noodles kind of out of the soup. So we drain the noodles and get rid of that water and then just use the noodles in our soup. Well, while I was cooking the noodles, I haven't even got as far as the soup yet, we lost power. I have no electricity. So it's a little dark in here, but my noodles are done. So I need to drain them. I'm gonna do that. Got my colander here in the sink. Put those back in the pan. And then get my olive oil. Take some olive oil and just drizzle that on here a little bit just to keep them from sticking. And we'll see where we go from here. I feel so close, and I'm so dark from over here. In any case, one of the things that we can do while the power is out, I still have a little bit of light from the window, and we need to shred up this chicken. So that's what I'm gonna do now. We can do that without power. I didn't check on my phone yet to see how long the power is going to be out, if they have a clue or not. This just may be cooking by candlelight, you know. Let's see what we can get done. Or I finish it up tomorrow. At least I wasn't in a spot at a point where I couldn't go on, type of thing. Unless I don't have anything in the oven that's baking that would need that heat. Because our stove is gas. It's an electric start, so I just need it to get the heat going. But once, you know, the flame is going, then, you know, it'll stay on and I can keep cooking. So like if I would have had the soup already going, I could have just stayed on.
Now to get the stove going, I would probably need my lighter to light the gas coming through. We're supposed to get some rain today, I guess. I don't know. One forecast said rain all week. When I checked on my phone, said that yesterday. And then today when I was on the computer, and I have a little forecast area that comes up on my main page, and that one didn't have any rain for this week. But looking outside today, my daughter said her app said there was supposed to rain today. And looking outside, because it's very dark to the west. It was dark to the southeast. Now it's off to the west. So we could have some storms coming, but it's not like it's storming now. And that's why the power is out. So maybe somebody hit an electrical pole around here or something. That's happened before. Don't see anybody outside. Sometimes this happens. My neighbors will go outside and we all talk to each other and see what everybody knows. There's one neighbor out taking a walk on her phone. It's a good idea too. I could get my walk in before it starts raining. Thought I was going to wait for my husband to come home and we would walk together again. So we like to do that. It's always nice to catch up on each other's days while we take our walk. Maybe I'll try to look up the radar on my phone too, see what it's saying for rain. And go out there and talk to her, but my hands are full of chicken. I cooked these chicken breasts ahead of time in the crock pot. I like to do that. That way I can use them, use the chicken for whatever recipe I have, or if I just want to eat chicken for dinner and make some vegetables. That way again it's already just made and we grab that for dinner or leftovers. Or I also knew I wanted to make this soup. It's easier for me to have the chicken all made and then just add it when I'm ready. I'm trying not to open the refrigerator too much either, so if I put this in there for now, wait to see what's going to happen.
Well, our power outage lasted from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. yesterday, so I pretty much just packed up everything that I had out here, put covers on stuff, and put it in the fridge because I didn't know how long it was actually going to last, but figured I would continue again today. So it's the next day. Good thing I was at a place where I could stop easily with what I was doing. That was nice. It was a little dark in here to try to film otherwise. But we will continue making our creamy chicken soup. We will start by melting our butter in our soup pot. So we're going to do that over medium heat. Medium low. I find that butter melts faster if you cut it up into chunks. So we will cut it up into about, 1 tablespoon-ish type pieces. Once the butter is all melted, ooh, smells fresh. Smell that onion. We're going to take all our vegetables, so our onion, our carrots, and our celery, add those, and cook until the onions are fairly translucent. Should take about 2-3 minutes.
The onions are translucent, so we're going to add our 1 tablespoon of garlic. And then just kind of mix that up. So it's nice if you don't want to cut up your own cloves of garlic. They sell these little bottles of minced garlic in the produce section. So it's already good to go. And then we just mix that in. Oh, it's hurt my shoulder. And then I have my spices all together in one little glass jar here, glass dish. We're going to pour all that in and then mix that all up until the flour is well mixed. Once the flour is all mixed in, we are going to add our broth. If we can get this open again. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh my gosh. There we go. We are going to bring this to a boil and cook it for 20 minutes. So turn the heat up. Now that it's boiling, we are going to cook it for 20 minutes or until the carrots get soft. The soup has been boiling for 10 minutes. I did kind of check a carrot. It seemed pretty soft, so I know normally when I cook carrots for, say, like Thanksgiving dinner or something, I normally boil them for about 20 minutes, and that seems to be good. Maybe all this other cooking has kind of helped in there. So we will fish out a carrot, make sure it's fork tender. That goes in very easily. So now we will add in our noodles. What's that in our chicken? What's that in our chicken? And we will add in our noodles. That's a whole lot of noodles too. The liquid seemed a little low for the amount of ingredients I had, so I did add 2 cups of water to this. As I said, you could have 4 to 8 cups of broth, depending on the rest of your ingredients. One of the containers of broth is 4 cups, so I thought I would start with that. So that looks good now. Go till that's heated, and we need to add our 1/2 cup of heavy cream. So in picture probably. We'll just stir this all up and heat it till it's heated through, and then we can eat it. The creamy chicken noodle soup is done. As this was my first time making it, there are a few things that I would change for the future. The recipe did call for 6 to 8 cups of broth.
I thought the noodles would have sucked up more of that water as it was cooking. So seeing as I cooked the noodles separately, I only used 4 cups of broth. But then when I added the noodles and the chicken in, it needed more broth. I had 3 chicken breasts set aside. It was supposed to be 1.5 pounds. I didn't weigh out my chicken. I just figured that I would shred all 3 breasts that I had. And it seemed that when I was putting it in the soup that 2 breasts would have been enough. So that's okay. I have that extra chicken I can put on my salad for later. And then the noodles, also same. It seemed like it was almost too many noodles, which is also fine. My daughter likes to eat leftover noodles, so she'll eat those. I did add 2 extra cups of water in my soup. I didn't have any extra broth in the house at the point in time. I do have some bouillon cubes. I could have done that, but I figured I'm just going to put some water in there for now, and we'll see. It shouldn't water it down too much. We'll find out. So in that case, I think that's about it. Everything else seemed fine. Let's taste it and see what I think. It doesn't look as creamy as I expected it to look, but it looks good and smells good. That was very tasty. Yeah, that water did not water it down at all. Wow. That is good. The potato soup that I made, that was really good too. That's another winner. This one is too. So thank you again to SuzeeQueinOH for recommending this channel that I found these recipes. I appreciate that. I will link the Sugar Spun Run channel below so you can check out her recipes, because again, she'll make them differently than how I've made mine. But this is a good baseline, good amount of ingredients, good type of ingredients to add to make a really delicious dish. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave the recipe that I did down below. I am going to go finish enjoying my lunch. You guys, keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, that's good stuff. Get a little so you can see me. I'm going to cook the noodles separately than my soup. I usually like to do that because that way it gets the extra like gluten-y water out of, away from, okay, hold on. Blah.